excited to shoot this video. All right, guys. So if a lot of you guys are new to my channel, hello. I think I'm gonna start doing more of these like these vlog style because it's kind of sick. So I got me and my doggy in the back. I am driving from Florida to Ohio, 17-hour drive. I left at midnight. I currently have been driving for 8 hours. I just stopped. This is my second stop for the day. We will arrive in Ohio at 5 o'clock. I am surprising my niece for her birthday, and I have my doggy in the back. So to give you guys some context of who I am, what I do, and me just about to ramble for the next hour or even 30 minutes to get to learn you guys, is I make viral TikTok for companies. They send me out product just like this. As you can see, I'm comfy because I'm not about to just be driving by myself and not be comfy, so I'll put this on. But basically, brands like this send me out product, and my goal is to help them go viral, of course. From there, they pay me a base retainer anywhere from 5 to 10K per month on top of commission, and I take on 4 or 5 clients a month, and I make anywhere from 25 to 50 grand a month. And basically, I'm from Ohio originally. I just jump around in different Airbnbs. So I do 4 month, 2 month, 1 month, 3 months Airbnbs in different spots. Last year I was in Dallas for about 4 months. This year I was in Toronto for a month, Costa Rica for a little, and then Florida, Cape Coral. If you guys are familiar with Cape Coral, it's like the retirement of Florida. I don't know why we picked that. We're just kind of on the spot. We just kind of like said we're gonna pick somewhere on the map to live for a bit, just to lock in for a little. And we were supposed to be in Cape Coral till November, but guys, I always get this gut feeling when I'm like, all right, Key, it's time to go. And let me tell you one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. I will never go against my gut instinct. So if my gut instinct's like, yo, get out, get out. Like, the original plan was supposed to be here until November to Florida, but I'm just like, I'm ready to go. So pack my stuff, driving back to Ohio to drop my dog off, and then surprising my niece, of course, because that's the main reason why I'm coming back. Going to fly back to Florida Sunday, and then Sunday we're making make sure the Airbnb is clean, and then Monday we're going to fly out to Nashville for a month. So content has allowed me to do that, which is an amazing thing. I'm very, very blessed to be where I am. But let's just talk, man. Like, I don't think I've ever made videos where we're just talking about topics in life, and the current update as far as how you guys are doing, and of course how I'm doing. Woo, this drive was so nuts. I got 2 Red Bulls. I had 2 energy drinks. So I'm kind of feeling good. I will say, bro, when I was driving through the night, I was slumped, boy. Like, I was tired. You got this big ass semi. You got this big ass semi. I was slumped. I was like tired, bro. And I was just trying to push through it. And, you know, my mom stayed up like 5 a.m. I'm like, Mom, you can go to sleep. Like, you know, mothers being mothers, which is completely understandable. Like, she wants to make sure I get home safe. But, Mom, it's a 17-hour drive. Like, you're not staying up for 17 hours. So I was like, you can go to sleep. I share my locations. But, you know, honestly, I love driving throughout the night because, you know, it's me alone in my thoughts. You know, I had my boys call me probably at like 6, 7, 8 a.m. gradually as, you know, the morning progressed and the morning happened. But throughout the night, I would just listen to music. I listened to Alex Hormozi, a little podcast just on, you know, a lot of stuff that he's learned and when he's talking. He speaks a lot of wisdom if it comes to business and just life. And I definitely agree with a lot of things. His takes and a lot of things he says. But in terms of that, the recent update as far as just with life, I will say, and I don't want to make this channel just strictly about anything on my faith or my religion, but these past 2 months, my faith for God has just gotten incredibly strong. And, you know, I don't really care about the money in terms of making all this type of money at my age, because the money is not my personality. The money is not who I am. The money is something that's always was going to come along. And, you know, the journey is what I embrace and what I've learned to embrace throughout this. I take everything step by step, day by day, and like I said, I'm blessed just to be where I am today. But yeah, these past 2 months, my faith has just grown stronger more than ever. The gratitude that I continue to show God, the things that's coming to me, the opportunities, the people He's placed in my life that, you know, are pouring His soul into me. It's crazy to see, like, everything that is happening right now, that coincidence that are happening. It's like, it's God. It's literally God. Like, a couple days ago, I got prayed over at the church, and he had mentioned something that I've been praying about. Boom, that happened. Talked to the pastor of the church, and it was crazy because after the service, I was like, dang, I gotta find this pastor. Boom, the pastor comes up to me, he prays over. So, like, I'm just so incredibly blessed to just where I am in life. And I try to make my people around me realize, like, just listen, stick to the past, stick to your journey, trust it when He has, and things will play out. But yeah, I mean, I want to start making more videos like this. Because recently, another thing that I've been working on as a man, as myself, as a 22-year-old male, is vulnerability. Like, one of the biggest things that I struggled with in the past is kind of expressing my emotions and how I truly feel. And it comes from me like me being stubborn, like in a way where it's like, oh, it's me usually doing these things for a certain person rather than it being reciprocated to me. And when someone reciprocates something that I'm not used to, it's hard to really take that in and receive it, just because that's not something I'm used to. And recently I've had that happen numerous times. And when I say receive, like receive really good things that they've done for me. And for me, it's really, really hard for me to take that in, because usually it's me being able to give things out to people where I don't expect anything in return, because out of the generosity of my heart, that's like what I love to do. And that's truly my purpose in this world, is to serve others. So when someone like reciprocates it without me knowing, I'm like, no, don't, you don't have to do that. And they do it, it's just like, oh my goodness, like, whoa, like, I don't know how to feel. It's like, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. And recently my heart's just been opening up more and more and more to start being able to receive when someone reciprocates that to me. Because like I mentioned, it's usually me giving to them versus them giving to me. And it caused a man to kind of, you know, a little tear up, because I'm just like, I've never had this. Like, for the first time I received roses in my life, like flowers. It's usually me giving the flowers, and I got them for the first time ever. And I'm just like, wow, like, I don't know how to feel. But I think society makes us think as males, as men, that it's like, it's not okay to be vulnerable. I don't know. I think society portrays it where it's like, if you're a male and you're vulnerable, then you're weak. Where it's like, no, I'm going to share my emotions if I feel it. Because what I've learned, and I've learned the hard way, is bottling up emotions will only go so far until you just pop. And I had a moment like that when I was younger, where I kind of just popped. I was at my lowest point in my life, and I kind of told my mom, like, yeah, I've been depressed. And maybe at the time I didn't know what depressed mean, but you know, it was hard to even say that in front of my mom at a young age. And that all came from just bottle up emotions and never talking about my feelings. So I hope this video shows you and gives you inspo, or I don't know, inspiration to just open up to yourself or either people around you. And even if you're not comfortable with doing that to people around you, I mean, you could also write things down, you know, whatever it may be. Talk to, I don't know, hit me up, DM me. I mean, whatever you want. But I'm no expert in anything. I'm not a therapist, but what I can say, I have experience and I've dealt with things. So, I mean, there's something I can possibly help with, let me know. But like I said, I would never give advice on something that I truly have never experienced, because this is not my place to speak from. But yeah, vulnerability is something that, you know, has been on my heart recently. And then also my faith has been something that's really big. A lot of you guys probably know me from my business model and what I do. Of course, the business model that I do is very, very on top. It allows me to live this amazing life that God's given me. But I'm going to put my hoodie up on y'all. But I love it, bro. Like, I've been doing it for the past, 5 years now. And a lot of my success came from drop shipping, where I actually used TikTok to blow up my product. And from there, I realized, holy moly, I can do this for companies. And from there, companies started paying me 4, 5, and even 6-figure checks to do it. And ever since then, 5 years later, I'm still making TikTok for companies, blowing them up without a following, and they're paying me retainers. Like, yeah, you got TikTok Shop and you got everything else out there, but like, the thing about my business model is you do get that retainer, you do get that commission, and you also get the skill to be able to create content, get on these sales calls, learn how to strategize, learn how to position yourself. You walk away with so many different skill sets rather than TikTok Shop. There's not really a skill set that you walk away with. It's more than, hey, wishing for the viral video to happen, then that's that. With this, you're like actually getting on the call with these 6, 7, 8-figure brand owners and actually learning and taking something away from it. So I think the model in itself is very, very dope. This video is kind of going to be everywhere, to truthfully be honest. Like, I just got a lot of things on my mind I just want to share, and this allows me to just yap on this car ride there. So yeah, what else do I have on my mind? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even tired. Like, I love these drives, like I said, because I enjoy being isolated at certain points of time, especially with myself. A thing that I've learned just throughout, you know, my life is being able to be really, really in tune with myself, like my emotions, being self-aware. And that's hard to do. I don't think any and everyone can do it. Of course, I think anyone can do anything, but that also comes with having yourself in these positions where you give yourself the shot to actually, you know, express yourself and how you're really feeling, and even being self-aware. Like, there's little things that I'm really, really self-aware as far as how I respond to certain things, what I give my energy to, or even little things as far as I get this weird pressure in the back of my head. It's like almost like weight, and it's like a nerve. It's a nerve that, like, it comes every now and then. And I've been really, really aware of it, and kind of, you know, went down the whole rabbit hole trying to figure out what it actually was. And it was like a nerve. So I had to do some like decompressing in the back of my head. And every time I get it, I kind of know how to solve it. But that's just like little things that I'm very, very self-aware about. But being in tune with yourself, whereas what I mean by that is basically knowing yourself before a lot of things happen. Like, for me, my biggest thing was never letting the money get to me, because the money was never the biggest thing, or it was never the thing that I was ever chasing in this world or in life. my true purpose, like I mentioned, is to help other people find their true purpose, meaning God has sent me out to do things, you know, that allows people to find who they really are and to figure out what they want to do in this life. I was blessed to be able to do that in 2020, pre-COVID, yeah. And, you know, it kind of opened my eyes to say, like, yeah, this is something I want to do. This is something that I feel like I'm called to do. So that's kind of how, you know, I became more and more in tune with myself, you know, sitting with myself, understanding myself, you know, being in tune with my emotions. And like I mentioned, as far as getting into this whole business game, it's like, I want to serve my purpose more than anything. The money is something that will follow. I don't involve my personality around money whatsoever. Money comes and goes. You know, I'm not a materialistic guy. I give back to my mom. That's the biggest thing. You know, retire her, make sure my boys are straight, taken care of, do trips with them. Like that's all that's ever been. And then also just giving back as much as I can. That's all it's ever been. Like I said, and making sure that I never was focused strictly on the money, because in the early ages, it's really it's easy to get focused on the money. Like it really is, especially at a young age. You know, being 22 and you see that type of money coming in, it's like, yeah, you ego can be spiked. You know, you can start cutting off people because you think you're bigger than them. I don't put my boys or my people that I'm with or surrounded around above or below me just because the number on the screen that I have. That's just not how I was raised. My mom didn't raise me that way. You know, I was raised to bring people that come up, you know, that comes up with me, bring them up with me, and that's just what it is. Like I don't base my personality or anyone or look at anyone differently just because of the amount of money they make. Morally, I'd rather learn myself and know myself than just more like leading with money. I don't care. Like I really don't care. You know, everything that I've always wanted in life is just freedom. Freedom in terms of just getting up and doing whatever I want. It allows me just to get up and middle of the week drive 17 hours because I want to surprise my niece. Like that's the life I live, and that's the life that God's given me. So I'm going to take that for what it is and not take it for granted. But yeah, this video is kind of everywhere. You see me just like yapping. Hopefully, I can't even look at you because I want to, you know, make sure I'm looking at the road. But what else is on my mind? I hope this is insightful for you guys. Like, I really do. I don't know. I just yapping. Yappy. Oh, can we play some music? Can we vibe together? All right, we're going to vibe together. All right, we're going to vibe together. Don't judge me on this. They might copyright me for this song. It's okay, though. I'm gonna skip it. See you watching, don't like the ducks in me, you got where I came in for love, hey, someone to hold me down. I won't give it up. Oh, that's my shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm definitely getting copyrighted. I'm definitely getting copyrighted. I am definitely getting copyrighted. I'm so sorry. Please don't copyright me. But yeah, I got 7 hours left. I feel good. I'm comfy. Life is good, you know. Just keep going, bro. Like, keep going. I hope anyone that watches this video all the way through, just keep going. Like, it's so cliche to say, like, follow your dream. Not follow your dreams, but like keep going. If you never quit, there's no reason why you wouldn't succeed. And it's true, bro. Like, I've been at this game for 5 years now, and there's one thing that I've learned is don't take no for an answer. Just keep going every single day, despite everything that happens, despite any trial, tribulation, hills. Because at the end of the day, the mountain never has a peak. You know, you can't want to see the view before the climb. You got to be able to climb to be able to see the view as you gradually go. But there's never going to be a peak. So just sticking with this shit every single day, man. I mean, you will get it. You will make it happen. And I don't even think I'm nowhere near my peak ever. Because guess what? There's never a peak. There's always going to be more and more that I will learn. And I just learned to embrace and love this game more than anything. Like, it's not about race to 1 million or race to 10 million. It's about the journey that's going to get me there. I'd rather look back on the journey and say, hey, holy shit, like, this was a hell of a ride, versus insane. Like, let me sprint straight to 1 million and forget how I got there. Like, how did I get to my first 100K? I can vividly remember it step by step how it all happened, you know? Now it's like, okay, going to 1 million. But I've learned how to, like I said, detach myself away from all this. Detach myself from the goals number, because it's always going to be more. You get to 100K, you know, it's like that first initial 10K, then it's like that initial 20K, 50K, and there's always going to be more. So just learn to enjoy it all. Soak it in, because this life, you know, our lives are vapors. They can be gone like that. And I've just learned just to be present in every second, every moment I have. So with love, I love you guys. I hope you guys are amazing. Keep God close. And yeah, if you're interested in what I do, of course, I dropped a link in my description. But I want to do more of these. I'm probably going to draft a freak ton. But shout out to you guys. And it's my thumbnail. Bye-bye.